guys, I'm D-Man Shack, and welcome to Racer TV. We're here in beautiful Kemp, Texas. It's actually in East Texas woods out here. This is a brand new track. It's Underground MX. They've got a beautiful facility out here. It's got some of the sandiest soil I've seen yet on the race circuit. Now what this is actually all about is this is the Caleb Moore Memorial Pro Challenge. We've set out invitational for all the national pro riders to come out here and take a look at this new track, feel it out, and see if it's going to be worthy for the national series. And guys, I got to tell you, these guys have got it going on. This place is beautiful. They got a great layout for parking. They've got everything out here. Monster truck rides are going to have some freestyle action. So as the day goes on, you're going to see some cool stuff. We also got a full gate of pros, 21 guys out here, and they're going to be battling in a 3 15-minute moto format versus the 2 20-minute plus the 1 format. So what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot more sprinting action, a lot more hardcore bumping and racing out there. These guys are racing for somewhere around $30,000 purse today. All right? But you guys don't want to miss this, so let's get out there and watch.
Well, thanks, D. Jason Wygand here for Racer TV. Yes, it's the ATV Pro Challenge in memory of Caleb Moore. Caleb, of course, lost his life tragically in a snowmobile accident during X Games Freestyle earlier in the year. But the ATV set was very near and dear to Caleb and the entire Moore family. They started as ATV racers, and Caleb and his brother were pioneers of ATV freestyle before also taking on the sleds for X Game purposes. So a lot of racers have turned out to support this, including the champion, Chad Wienen, and his Yamaha teammate, Thomas Brown. Got the JB Racing Can-Am team here with some big names. Baldwin Motorsports squad, Josh Upperman on the number 20. Also Joel Hetrick here, John Natale. Just so many big names racing for $30,000 in pro purse, but most importantly, they're doing it for the Moore family. For more, here's Colton.
Out here at Underground, you know, got the Caleb Memorial race going on, and it's pretty awesome. Austin did a good job putting it together. Got all the pros pretty much from the national come out here. Everyone's been real supportive. It's a good event. We got UTV racing, all the pros on the quads. We got freestyle gonna go down today, so it should be really interesting. I can't wait to see the race.
Well, before we go racing, we'll have some practice, and remember, lots of laps for our pro riders out here, because after this we will have our 3 moto format and $30,000 in total purse money up on the line, and that's drawing some of these top riders to the event, as well, of course, as a chance to race in a really fun race track, and did it all in honor of Caleb Moore. Now, you're probably not surprised to hear, like anything else in Texas, this facility is big. Big jumps, high-speed layout, and some great sandy soil. You're going to see the number 1, Chad Wienen, digging in. Look at that dirt churn up. Perfect condition for racing out here early here in October. See Josh Upperman putting the Baldwin Motorsports machine through its paces. Got some whoops that are man-made, but I think a lot of the bumps on this track are eventually going to come just from all the laps the riders are putting in. Style there from the champ. There's a lucky number 13, John Natale, airing it out. We told you everything's bigger than Texas. These jumps are huge. And the fans really get into the vibe of this event. The fact that these pro riders are here a month and a half after their professional season is over gives it that more relaxed atmosphere. They're not battling for points. Some are probably more prepared than others. Some probably haven't even ridden in a couple of weeks. Some have probably come in completely ready. So you mix up all these different riders and all the different conditions that they're going to have to deal with over the course of 3 motos. And you really have a winner-take-all event. No one really knows what's going to happen. But we do know there's going to be a whole lot of money passed out when it's all over. In addition, today they're running a raffle of one of Caleb Moore's old ATVs. And that raffle money will go to the Moore family, although I believe they have already designated they might donate it right back to the TQRA, that's the Texas Quad Racers Association, that's helped putting on this event. Let's talk to a couple of top pros.
I'm Jeffrey Australia here at the ATV Pro Challenge in memory of Caleb Moore in Kemp, Texas. I got 4th in qualifying. Really looking forward to this race. It's a really big payout. It's really going to make everybody push that much harder. We have 12+2 motos, so it should be really intense compared to the 20+2 that we have at the regular nationals. Everybody's going to push that much harder. Just it's a little bit shorter race and a lot of money on the line, so it should be really good.
I'm Thomas Brown with the Wienen Motorsports SSI Walsh Racecraft Yamaha team. We're here at Underground MX, Kemp, Texas. Homeland for me, but we're here for the Seymour ATV Pro Challenge. You know, should be a great event. This can be way different than anything else we've done. 3-moto format, only an hour between each moto. I'm looking forward to it. I've been working hard and really training on those 3-moto formats. It's going to be different. I think that 3rd moto is going to bite some people. And this event being for Caleb's just huge. You know, me and him were tight. You know, he's a great guy. He changed a lot of lives in a positive way. Brought people towards the sport, not away from the sport. And even after, you know, he's just been an inspiration to more lives and changed lives every day. So I'm glad to do this, and I hope to take a win home for him.
So we just got done with qualifying. Hexley came up 2nd on the pole position. Had a great time. Joel and I were just battling for that top spot, and this is an honor to be a part of this whole race that they're putting on for Caleb and the ATV Pro Challenge. The 3-moto format, just quick motos. I mean, it's bam bam. There's like maybe not even quite an hour in between each moto, and it's pretty intense. And this is a one-off event, and I'm looking forward to what's ahead today, and also just he's going to be those great starts and just putting together clean laps and trying to stay out of trouble. And also, it's a very special event, for Caleb, and I'm very honored to be a part of it.
I qualified first, feeling good. Track's cool, a lot of big jumps. Hopefully we get some good pictures and videos, but definitely the layout of this event is awesome. I mean, hopefully it makes the sport get better and better, just like the nationals that we're getting. And hopefully we keep having it, because it's a great event. In memory of Caleb Moore, he's a great dude. Can't say enough about him, and always looked up to him, and really glad that we're here.
And we're just about ready to do some racing now. This is going to be interesting. With a little bit shorter moto and a little bit cooler temperatures than we had in the majority of the ATV Nationals that took place during the summer. You see Chad Wienen even donning a jacket here. Fitness not going to be as big of a factor, at least in this first one. They are going to be able to run it wide open. Should certainly be exciting to watch. Let's go racing. Well, it is a bunch of Hondas battling to the first turn. No shocker, though. The whole shot goes to Josh Upperman, and what a leap over that triple. It's a tabletop, but it's got some ridges on the top. I'm going to say it's a triple. He cleared it best. He is out front. Kind of a surprise there. Number 2 position, David Hagsma. Look at these riders launch that big jump. And I think that might have been Joe Bird back there in 3rd, making a little mistake. He did not get over that big jump. Chad Wienen moving up to the number 3 position on the Yamaha. Here's their leader, Upperman. Hagsma is 2nd. Wienen in 3rd, and already started to put some pressure on. Cool little section here as they go underneath the spectator bridge. There's Bird pushed another spot back, battling with Hetrick on the 88. So we've got some fast gunners up front, but look at this. Really, really comfortable on this track, and now nailing that jump perfectly is Upperman. Now a veteran out of Ohio. Hagsma, he is showing that he can do battle with the best in the business. Bird has gotten back around Hetrick. Got Thomas Brown rolling up on this battle, so lots of action out here. Here's Wienen trying to take the measure of Hagsma. Hagsma getting up close and personal with the champ. And now that Wienen has moved to the number 2 spot, he'll try to reel in Upperman. Love watching the style of these guys on these big jumps. They've got to be having fun with it, because remember, they're not racing for points. It's really just an event to honor Caleb Moore and to try to win some money. I have a feeling, though, if you're up front, you're going for the dough. If you're a little bit further back and you know it's going to be a little out of reach, they're just going to enjoy themselves, at least in each moto. You never know in a 3-moto format how it'll turn out later in the day. You don't want to throw it away early when there's so much racing yet to come. Upperman and Wienen having a good battle now. Wienen starting to roll up on the rear tires. of the Honda. It looks like Hetrick has repassed Bird and now has gotten Hogsma as well. So he's up to third, and obviously Bird making a few mistakes going a few positions further back, although he's certainly capable of fighting back. Don't count Hetrick out. If Upperman and Wienen hook up in a battle for the lead, and it looks like that's about to happen, this could be the opening the young man out of Pennsylvania needs to close in and make it a 3-rider duel. Boy, is this a beautiful race facility or what? You've got the great dirt, a little bit of elevation change here and there. A lot of it based on these big jumps. Wienen has taken the lead. And just like I suspected, you've got the third place rider, Hetrick, rolling up on them. So we might have a 3-rider duel after all. That's what we're hoping for. We'll see how long Upperman can keep the champ in sight. You certainly have to give credit to the number 1. Now 2 times the ATVA Pro Motocross champion. Hogsma holding strong in 4th. Here is Hetrick. He knows what he has to do. He's got to work on Upperman. Doesn't want to see Wienen get away. Unbelievable watching these riders fly in formation over these jumps. There's Hogsma still holding strong in 4th, making a name for himself against the national pros. Hetrick trying some inside lines. Looking for an opening. Albert Upperman, so experienced. He's gotten great starts throughout his career. He knows how to hold the line. He won't ride you dirty, but he'll keep that quad as wide as possible. And while that's happening, is Wienen getting away. And like I said, you got to give credit to the champ. He was able to make the quick pass, and that made the difference. I believe Hetrick now has busted the door down and gotten into 2nd, but now he'll have some work to do. Trying to reel in the leader. And as the rider said, there are 12-minute and 2-lap motos. On the national scene, we run 20+1, so the race a little bit shorter. And if you're Hetrick, you're probably wishing you had that little bit of extra time, because look, he has proven that he can match, if not exceed, the pace of Wienen, but he's running out of time. Lap 4, in fact, Hetrick logging a 1:50 lap time. That is the fastest of anyone out here. Thomas Brown making the move on Hogsma to take over 4th place. Look at Hetrick, still leading on Wienen. Solid 3rd right now for Upperman, not quite able to run the pace of the lead duo. Hetrick is working really hard. But I think the champ has answered the challenge and pulled back away a bit. Now Hetrick tries to close in again. Too little too late, checkered flag is coming out in the first ever ATV Pro Challenge Moto goes to Chad Wienen. Great effort by Hetrick and Upperman. Brown is 4th, and Hogsma, he's for real. He takes the top 5. All right, we're not done yet. We're going to go racing with the UTVs. These are the side-by-side machines, and they can do some damage on a motocross track if prepped properly. Of course, a little bit more horsepower, but the big change is going to be chassis and suspension setup and tires and wheels. These are primarily machines for taking out into the woods, the trails, the dunes, and the desert. But they can really fly on a motocross track. It's going to be fun to watch. You've got Cody Taylor, Cody and Hunter Miller out here. The Miller boys out of Texas in those Can-Ams. Got to watch the jumps on these big machines, but they are capable of getting some airtime. And I'll tell you, there's probably nothing more fun than taking one of these out of the motocross track, especially if you're the passenger. Then you're getting all this action close at hand. And as they say, with age you get a cage. There's really no risk. So you can push the envelope as far as you want, and you don't have to worry about coming off the machine, going down, or crashing like our ATV set does. And you see the fans here, this is just practice, and they have turned out in droves in Texas to watch the UTVs. It's going to be fun when we get them in a race environment in a little bit. Let's go racing here in Moto number 2 of our ATV Pro Challenge. As the rider said, very quick turnaround. We'll see who can bounce back, who is freshest. Chad Wienen trying to take another Moto win. Josh Upperman does it again. Another hole shot for the Honda man out of Ohio. Countless hole shot awards for him. And you got to give credit to everyone over there on the Baldwin team. They've been at this thing for a long time. Of course, championship years with Tim Farr back in the day. Battle is on for the number 2 spot, right where we left off in Moto 1. But look at Chad Wienen. He was under pressure from Joel Hetrick. He goes right around Upperman to take over the lead. Now it's Upperman trying to challenge him. John Natale also in this battle along with Hetrick. They're all over this racetrack. 4 or 5 riders battling for it early. And Wienen knew that the competition would be fierce, so he took advantage. He found an opening on Upperman. It took him a while to get around the number 20 in Moto 1, but here he is not wasting time. Airing it out over that big jump. Once again, here's the challenge. Wienen's pulling away. These other riders are battling with each other. That was a big difference in the first race, and it's happening again here. You've got Hetrick and Natale leading on each other, then pushing Upperman, and they're losing just a little bit of ground to the number 1. In this 3-moto format, if Wienen can put 2 moto wins together, he could be on cruise control heading into moto number 3. So they've got to keep the heat on. A little bit further back, you've got Brown on the Yamaha. That's the teammate of Wienen. Brown was second in points of the Nationals this year and won our series finale at Loretta Lynn, so he comes in with a little bit of momentum, but the starts have done him in these 2 motos. You know he wants to get up here and battle with the leaders like his teammate. Upperman, Natale, Hetrick, still no change in the order. Nice bounce back, though, for Natale in this one. He was 6th in Moto 1. Not sure if that's going to give him a shot at the overall or not. He'll need some bad luck. I don't think the Ironman cares about that right now. He's just worried about this individual race. Taking lap by lap. Brown on the 84, digging down deep. He might close in. We might have a 4-rider fight for the number 2 spot. There's Brown. And then it's Jeff Rastrelli on that Can-Am bringing some heat. Hogsma, that H&M Motorsports machine, races a lot of motocross on the West Coast. Won the quad cross title out there in California and also runs the Work Series. But he asks no quarter, gives no quarter to these top national motocross riders, really showing he's got the speed to mix it up in these 2 motos. But right now, no one can mix it up with the champ. The battles continue behind him, but Chad Wienen controls this one all the way through to the checkered flag. And credit to Upperman, he dug deep and he takes second. Natale, Hetrick, 3rd and 4th. That was a fantastic race. Brown is going to end up 5th, but right now, Chad Wienen with double moto wins. Looking good. Time for moto number 3. So this is it. Wienen does not have to win this thing to win the overall, but you know he would like to. Little thumbs up there from Josh Upperman. Can he pull the hat trick on starts? Got the GoPro on board with Jeff Rastrelli with the JB Racing Can-Am. See how he does. A little bit of a wheelie there. Gonna allow everyone to get the jump. Upperman, oh, going for that 3rd straight hole shot. I think they're gonna give it to the 13 of Natale, though. Oh! And a big crash. Upperman maybe went for a little bit too hard. He rolls it. He's okay there. Already looked like he was getting up. Let's go back to the onboard. Rastrelli doing a good job slicing through traffic and listening to the roots. Oh, just being pelted with rocks and sand right now. That's what it takes if you want to run up front. So John Natale able to outduel Upperman, ending Upperman's hole shot streak. Now leads it. He's been getting stronger as the day goes on. I like Rastrelli. He's right in this fight. One of the young kids of the Pro Division. That's Hetrick there. And then Wienen looking to make a move. He has climbed up to the rear tires of Natale. What has gotten into Wienen today? Go looking for the sweep. So it'll be up to these 2 Honda riders on the white machines to stop it. You got the veteran Natali and the new kid Hetrick sandwiching your current champion and your points leader coming into this final moto. Natali moves over on Wienen, protecting his position, but this time Wienen finds an opening and takes advantage. Natali's not going to give up. Oh! And they both go into each other, and Natali ends up off the racetrack. And that's going to give the lead to Wienen, and it's not over yet because here comes Hetrick. It's the battle we thought would materialize in Moto 1. It didn't quite happen. Hetrick couldn't get close enough. Now, I've had some theories throughout this season that Hetrick at times has been the fastest rider in it. Yes, Wienen's your champ. Eventually, an injury and some inconsistency problems sapped Hetrick of a shot at the championship, but as far as pure speed and lap times, he can definitely run with the #1, and he's trying to prove it right now. What a way to end this 3-moto format with these two going at it, gloves off. And what can you say about Wienen? He doesn't have to win this moto to win the overall, but he wants it anyway. Thomas Brown has climbed up to the #3 position. He's on the outside looking in on this one. Hey, you remember what happened to Upperman? You remember what happened in the Natali? It's possible that these two could push each other over the limit. Wienen had gained a little bit of ground on Hetrick, but every time he does, Hetrick able to pull it back, and the champ almost puts a tire off the track. That could have been a disaster. But once again, Chad Wienen is going to get it done. Pressure and all. He doesn't care. He shrugs it off and wins all 3 motos. And the lion's share of that $30,000 purse. Hetrick gave it a great run in second, kept it exciting for the fans, but he'll end up second. Thomas Brown, again, just didn't have the starts today. There's the big cash, 10 grand to the winner. And plenty of loot for Hetrick and Upperman as well. Let's talk to our top 3 from the Pro Challenge.
We're here in Kemp, Texas for the ATV Pro Challenge in memory of Caleb Moore. The weekend is awesome. The track's awesome. The facility's awesome. You know, I can't be happier. We ran 3 motos. First moto, I came out, pulled the whole shot. Joel and Chad got around me, but still charged and stayed in third. Second moto, pulled the whole shot and ended up second that moto. And then the third whole shot, or the third race, I was right there, and then I made a little mistake, bobbled, ended up going over the bars, and I was basically in last place or close to last place, and charged back all the way into 8th place. So you'll take another pace lap? I actually got back up here on the podium. Yeah, they'll take another pace lap. All you guys get up here. So I can't be any happier.
Started the weekend off with first in time qualifying. I was feeling really good. Track got really rough though, and I had a couple bike issues, got them worked out, and got a second, fourth, and second with a second overall, so I'm feeling good. I'm glad to be up on the podium for the first ATV Pro Challenge in memory of Caleb Moore. Got a big check to take home and pretty happy about it.
All right, we're at the ATV Pro Challenge in memory of Caleb Moore. Just had 3 awesome motos, great starts for Key today, and just really put it together with the guys from Mtn Motorsport, SSI Decal, Walsh Racecraft. They got some Yamaha, you know, just put together a great machine for us, and also Maxxis, Fox, you know, Fly. You know, just big hats off to those guys, and I just raced my own race and really put together like 3 awesome motos, probably maybe one of the best ones I've had all year, and also just, you know, the competitors today were hot. They were definitely hot on the heels, and you know, I just kept my composure and just, you know, I was able to make it happen, and you know, just come out of here with a big win. And you know, I'm just so pumped right now, and we're gonna enjoy the festivities tonight and enjoy it. And you know, and thank you everybody, the track crew, you know, Caleb looking above and keep everybody safe. And you know, we're really pumped right now, and thank you.
Well, this has been an absolutely huge event. Over 2,000 spectators on hand, 350 racers, and we said we'd give you the UTV event before the sun sets. We're going to get them out there and show what they can do. It's a rolling start here for these machines, and we're underway. Obviously, we can't fit them on a starting gate. Some of them have headlights on. We appreciate that. Going to be a long race, 16 laps, although they won't have to take all the jumps. You can see some bypasses built for some sections that do not lend themselves to the larger size and weight of the UTVs. Curtis Kirschmer was your early leader in this one, but this is the feel-good story. Colton Moore, Caleb's brother, moving into the #1 spot. He is under some pressure, though, and this is what we love about the UTVs. They can bump and bang, like we said. They got cages, plus you throw in some Nerf bars and some bumpers, and we're set for some action. It is Cody Taylor who is knocking on the door of Colton Moore in this battle for the #1 spot. Crowd sure loves it. Racing basically from sun up to sundown today and bringing the UTVs. Not everyone has gotten an opportunity to see these types of machines on a motocross track and see how effective they are. Police lights on there. That's probably a nice idea. You can patrol the pits a little bit later on. Make some of your money back for racing. There it is. Checkered flag is out. And it's Cody Taylor taking the win. Curtis Kirschmer, who had that early lead, finishes second. Bad luck for Colton Moore. He ran into problems after battling for the lead, and this one ends up outside the top 5. Cody Miller rounds out your podium. Well, this is certainly a fun one. Thanks for joining us for a special edition of Racer TV. And in true Caleb Moore style, of course, blended with a freestyle show. Hope you enjoyed it. Godspeed.